Hey guys, welcome to Mount Comfort RV out here today. Mark Andrews here with a Boldt 2022 by Winnebago. This unit is going to be a 3.0 diesel with four-wheel drive. Also 3500 series dually chassis. So again, all season unit, off-road use. That's very capable of doing whatever you need to do for cold weather or snow driving. The one thing that we do differently with the Boldt is we put the second alternator. That's why I've got the hood open, is we've got a second alternator on this unit that's going to charge up the Volta power pack. And there's a lot of different grades of lithium out there, but the Volta power pack system has been around for many years. Kind of started the industry off in 2008 in the automobile industry with a Prius electric car, but that second alternator is going to charge your Volta system up much quicker at 1600 RPM. That will start to charge that system within about an hour and a half of a full rate of charge. So again, when we look at this unit and how we charge the system, the second alternator in this is going to be key for doing so. It has 220 watts on top solar with a 500 amp controller. But when you talk about running air conditioners in an RV and you run that battery down, how do you get that battery to charge back up? And that's how we do that in most of our products with a Volta power pack system. This is a 4-cell system in this unit. That's 12,800 kilowatt hours. So that's going to be, full use of your air conditioner, microwave, depending on what range you're at. I'd say 6 to 8 hours, and how many times you're opening and closing the door. But pretty neat system that we offer on the Boldt. Again, this unit will be a four-wheel drive. It's going to have the alloy rims, so a lot less noise for the aluminum rims running off the asphalt or concrete. We're going to do the step board. It's going to make it nice. Notice the ground clearance of this 4x4 unit. Again, this is going to be a true off-road unit. We don't have any low-hanging pipes or anything like that. We've also got a very good carrying capacity. A lot of people pass over carrying capacities in RVs. We're gonna post that right on the door of most of any Winnebago you see. And the carrying capacity of this unit is going to be 2,078 pounds. This also has power doors, MBUX system, both chairs swivel and rotate, but a lot of technology and enhancements in the drivability of this chassis. Without rolling into all of them, it's going to have all your safety enhancements from Mercedes. So blind spot, adaptive cruise, every enhancement offered in this business is going to be on this chassis for safety, pedestrian control, and so on. Another nice feature that Mercedes offers is 8 airbags in their unit. So most units will have a 3 to 4, maybe 2, but with the Mercedes, it's going to offer you a true 8 airbag system in the front for safety. Notice in the four-wheel drive, we do not offer the power sliding door from Mercedes. So you guys that have questions about that, why we don't do that, it comes to us like that from Mercedes. The power door in a unlevel situation would fluctuate and not actuate right. So you could get a power sliding door on the two-wheel drive system, but not on a four-wheel drive. We'll keep moving around the side and then step inside to look at some stuff. We'll notice support for your solar panel hookup. This is capable up to 480 watt total, I believe. It's got about 220 on top. It's going to have a plug here and then a plug on top to add to briefcase or whatever kind of panels you want. 12-volt system, and then also 110 outlets. And getting back to the Volta power pack, this unit's going to offer a 3600 watt inverter. The biggest inverter I've seen in my career is about 3,000 watts. So again, full house power from that Volta power pack system, and then also 12,800 kilowatt hours. But again, that's a true system that's going to last up, and you're going to be able to use the air conditioner, with a compressor on for 8 to 9 hours. Black tank flush, just kind of repetition, but this will have the tank flush on there. We make all our tanks at Winnebago, so those tanks will be designed for whatever specific area that it's going in. Moving around the back, we've got the ladder off on the other side. That'll be to be moved down and back and forth from either position to get access to the roof. If you're adding any kind of mounting brackets for kayaks or storage and so on. On a Mercedes chassis, we're going to do a 7-round plug with a 5K hitch. So this unit will tow up to 5,000 pounds, depending on your gross vehicle weight ratings of what you have inside. Also, you've got your gas grill connection right there. That's going to run off into a 64-pound propane tank. So pretty well equipped. A lot of units are not going to have that kind of rating for propane. Moving further in, this is going to be a roll-off protection screen that's going to give you a lot of variances for keeping you warm, but also to keep the mosquitoes out. That'll drop down. We got a magnetic button there that's going to keep you going, and you can just pop that out. But one thing to notice is Winnebago makes a lot of our own materials. We make a lot of our own panels inside, a lot of your bathroom fixtures, your furniture we make. So again, a lot of this material you could order after the fact. It'll have a serial number on it. So really a long-term commitment from Winnebago to our customers to kind of be there after the honeymoon wears off and you've owned the RV. You could order that cushion or order that component that you need that we make there in Iowa. It's a pretty nice feature to have. This is our KL model. This is the rear bathroom model. We also offer the BL and a Boldt would be a side bathroom in there, and then also those two beds will kind of pull together to make a bigger sleeping area. Next thing we're going to do is also hot and cold water on most of our exteriors of our coach. So it's nice. A lot of customers, if they're out in the unknown or off-road or off the grid, whatever you want to call it, will sometimes just shower right out here, and that way they're not worried about jumping up, maybe having to wipe that down, whatever it might be. We'll move around to the other side. You're going to have your cable in, tank fill right here, 30 amp hookup, and remember this system has the Volta power pack system, so you can run this off a shoreline power too, but simply to charge this up, that second alternator will charge the system a lot quicker than your 30 amp or solar. So again, you could drive this unit maybe 20 minutes or so and have a 20% rate of charge to get you through the night for 12 volt lights, water pump, heater, whatever that scenario might be. We've also got a gray and black tank fixture, as most of you guys are used to seeing in most RVs. Also notice the clearance for that from the ground. We don't have any low pipes hanging down, so this is a true off-road look for this unit. It's going to get you off the beaten path. Next, we're going to offer the acrylic windows. So these are nice because they'll come all the way out like I've got demonstrated here, but it's also a nice acrylic barrier between there that's going to hold air and keep this coach more insulated so than an older style dual pane window that might fog up from gas leaking from that window. City tank fill here on this product, and then we also offer the Truma Combi continuous hot water and tank or coach heat. That's going to run off of propane or electric. You'll notice you've got your nice what I call a slinky holder for your black and gray dumping is going to be right there where you can slide that up there in there nice. There's your propane tank, as I mentioned. Pretty substantial size propane at 64 pounds. And again, the ladder will mount on the rear, and then you can decide, you know, where you're putting this or where you're getting at to on top of the unit if you wanted to add storage bins or whatever that might be up on top, you could do so. Moving in, just get you a picture of the driver's seat there. You'll see all the airbags, power seat, MBUX control system, and again, The driving enhancements of this unit, there is nothing you could add as far as pedestrian control, you know, traffic sign awareness, adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring. Again, just a world of different components for safety on this unit. Not along the, you know, the four-wheel drive capability. Also, we're going to mount all our plumbing and anything above the van floor, but below the subfloor, so this unit will not freeze up. So again, with a little bit of education and knowledge on this unit, you can use this unit in a 4-season application and do what I call, you know, instead of putting it up in September, you use it through November, December, January, and on into the spring, instead of only using this camper 4 or 5 traditionally times a year, like most RVers and cold weather applications. We'll step inside and take a look inside. So we're gonna kind of go over the inside of this unit. You know, the first thing, I've got some snaps on this, but we make all the furniture at our products. At our factory, we have a label right here that's going to have a serial number. So Stitchcraft is still up and running in Iowa, and the beauty of that is, you know, I make a lot of different components in my RV, and I can make this for you no matter how long the ownership. So if you rip this cushion or tear it or get a stain on it, you could always replace that. Moving in down here, we've got a nice gravity fill, and I tell you, that really keeps you off the grid, easy for winterizing. But you know, gravity tank fill, if we're out in a snow situation or we've got a creek, a lake or something like that, we could take some water and put that into the fresh water tank so we could take a shower, wash dishes, whatever it may be. Because with the 24-gallon fuel tank on this diesel, and only having to drive at minimal time to charge up this full system, this unit will keep you off the grid for quite some time, especially if you're not using air conditioning and microwaves. I mean, we're gonna have a few different looks inside, and we'll step inside and look at this. But in our control panel for our Volta, we've got an inverter in here, and I mentioned it earlier, but this is gonna be a 3600 watt inverter. And then you're gonna have the Volta power system, and this is indicating 100% rate of charge. And the beauty of a Volta power pack, it's a 4-cell, 12,800 kilowatt hours, is that's gonna run full power all the way through. It's also Bluetooth controlled, where you could actually monitor how much power you've got left, how much time you've got left if you got that loved pet, or, you know, wanting to monitor your coach from afar. You could do so. But again, you have to remember, if we're not running microwaves and air conditioners, we got 12-volt refrigerator, 12-volt lights, you know, pumps and stuff that run off of 12 volts. So when I turn this inverter off, that's going to allow me to run this unit for a long periods of time. I mean, we've got solar panel that's going to maintain that. But again, if you're just running a refrigerator and some lights and a pump, we've got the induction cooktop, that's going to keep you off the grid and not burning propane a lot longer than a traditional van. You know, most of these vans are going to have propane heat, and you know, they'll probably last 3 to 4 days depending on how cold it is. But with this size propane tank and different options in this RV, you're going to be able to stay out much longer. Moving on back, we've got the air conditioner. This is the Coleman Mach, and there's a lot of nice air conditioners out there. This one's going to be about 9 decibels quieter than the average AC out there. And just to roll through it, I'll do that and get this thing to kick on, but it's also Bluetooth controlled. So even on camera here, that's not going to be that loud, I hope. But this is the quietest AC in the market right now, and it's Bluetooth controlled. So if you wanted to turn it off or on or whatever that might be, you have the control of your phone right there. We got the Truma Combi, and this will offer a electric or gas side to heat. Again, one of the best continuous hot water heaters in the system. We got the nice little pull down tray here that's going to be, you know, put your car keys or wallet or stuff, whatever you got right there, a little push button light. Also, we've got the One Place by Winnebago. And what this does is allows you to have full contact with what's going on in your RV in one place. We do the nice day and night shades on the acrylic dual pane windows there. So that makes it nice, not a bunch of rattling and different things of that nature. We'll also pan out and see the ram mounts. The ram mounts do a lot of different configurations. We order it with a couple of small baskets and things like that, but keep in mind you could put a wine rack, a plate holder, a silverware holder, whatever, paper towel holder, whatever you can, think of. I mean, right here, we've got a sound bar that's mounted to the Ram mount here on this coach. And again, you can order that throughout the internet and kind of get whatever it is you're looking for. You got the USB plug that goes straight to your TV. Just more ports kind of everywhere. USB, 12 volt, 110 outlet. Already going to be pre-wired, so you can tie into the back and put that little portable satellite system out there, whatever you want to do, and tie right into your TV. But again, if you wanted to put an iPad mount over here, you could have an iPad, so you could watch different channels or whatever that might be. We also offer the Luno bed in most of our products now, and what a great way to have somebody sleep up front, that extra bed. So check out Luno bed. That's going to be an option to make a sleeper across the front driver and passenger seat that gives that, maybe somebody had too much wine, or, you just wanted to invite somebody over to stay that wasn't prepared to stay. You'll have that extra sleeping space for that customer or client, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be the sleep system here. That'll pull over and marry up, so it'll kind of give you a fluctuation of a bigger sleeping area. But the one thing I want to talk about, we see a lot of RVs that, they make a couch into a bed, but this is going to be very comfortable to sleep on with the wind sleep and the mattress. We got some storage below that. But again, this is going to give you a lot of support, and we actually make these mattresses. So high quality material that you could order or change out whenever you want. But the next time you're looking at a van, anytime you're making a booth or a couch into a bed, you have to remember you're going to kind of offset that sleeping and maybe get fatigued after a few nights. So very comfortable to sleep in, very easy to adapt. We got the rear bathroom here, not much to talk about. Got the slider door, pocket door, more drop down here, tons of pretty good storage for a 24-foot van. Just kind of opening up everything in this unit to let you see. But just wanted to take a minute to show you the Boldt, here at Mount Comfort. We've been doing a lot of different vans in the market for quite some time, and there's a lot of competition out there now. But remember who got these on the map, is Winnebago, and with the design. I mean, the Volta Power Pack energy management system has been around for quite some time. It's not new, and it's not as insufficient as some of these other traditional lithium battery systems in the market. So with blended with a 3600 inverter and then tied into a Volta Power Pack system with an 8-year warranty, this is going to be a lot different system than a couple of batteries laying around you might have paid $3 or $4 grand for, or whatever. But the warranty on a Volta Power Pack is going to be 8 years. So very true and tried system. So here again, Mark Anderson out here from Mount Comfort RV. Thanks for your time, and you guys get out and go camping.